for the John and Rick Show with special guest Mike Petty.
Get off our lawns.
Get off our lawns.
I just want to tell everybody to get off my lawn. I've been waiting to say that. Get off my lawn.
Lock up your wives, lock up your cars, because here we are.
Welcome back to another John and Rick Show. We have a very special guest today, Mike Petty in the house. How you doing?
How's it going, guys? Doing fantastic. Thanks so much for having me.
I appreciate you. I know it's early. We're recording this right after that mammoth, long World Series game. So I know you didn't get much sleep last night, being a Dodger fan.
I'll tell you. Get your Will Klein rookie cards. He was the star last night.
Rick, how's it going?
Doing great, man. I watched the game, but it's nice on the West Coast because I could stay up. And I was just thinking, man, I'm looking at the clock. It's 11 o'clock. Those on the East Coast, 2 o'clock now.
Yeah.
I was
crazy.
texting with Dean last night on the game, and we were watching it together and chatting around. And I finally said, "What are you doing?" I go, "It's like it's 1:30 by you already." I go, "I gotta let you go. You gotta get some sleep."
I kept dozing off and kind of listening to it in my sleep and waking up every time something was happening.
Yeah.
So Rick and I, we did a recording with Victor, the rookie card specialist. It's coming out tomorrow, and he wanted to talk about our thoughts on vintage rookie cards.
Yeah,
Rick, we had a few thoughts on that, didn't we?
I can imagine.
We tied Victor up, I think.
We tied him up in knots. We gave him fits.
Well, I'll tell you, that's a tough job he has trying to track rookie cards, even for like today. Today's players, and then now he's been going back. Been watching him too, and I don't know. I really don't know a whole hell of a lot about it, but I don't know. Like, what do you guys? I'm sure we're going to hear what you think. You want to know what I think?
Yeah, What do you care that much about vintage rookie card, pre-war rookie cards?
I really don't care that much about rookie cards in general. I like them, of course, or I do appreciate like 55 Koufax where he, it's got the entire card, the Clemente, cards like that. I mean, and then the 68s, and the Deceiver and the two people on the card, but like the Rose card. I've never been a big fan of that. I've never seen, the price has always been so high for what I like about the card. And so I've never got into chasing what I would call chasing rookie cards or actually even care. I mean, because, everybody always jokes around, 51 Bowman was the Mantle rookie card. Don't call the top. Look, Bowman's didn't even count when I collected. We never even cared. Tops was the ticket. So
really? Bowman didn't matter to you.
It really didn't. The 52 Tops Mantle and the 52 Tops Mace, that's their rookie card. So, going back now, you guys are talking pre-war.
Why is that their rookie card? Just because you like Tops more?
Yeah, just because we just totally ignored it. It's like one of those things too. Like it was never on my list per se until about 10 years ago, and then then when you start really discovering Bowman, like I did maybe, and that's maybe it's more like 15 years ago.
But Bowman was around before Tops.
Of course, I know, but like I said, we grew up as Tops kids, and it was like, we're going to collect Tops. I don't know if it's like today with Panini and all the different brands, and some people collect just what they like. Like I always say, collect what you don't like. I didn't like those cards back then, and then by the time I went to go when I did like them, they're too damn expensive.
Yeah, I shouldn't say they were around before Tops. They were around at the same time, but the early Tops issues were not like the 52s.
Right, 52 is when the real battle started, I guess.
Yeah,
like Tops was in 51, and Bowman's were as early as 48. And of course, I didn't like black and white cards. And now here we're talking about the pre-wars, which are they're all black and white, and you get a whole new appreciation. I didn't like those that much, which now I fell in love with them. And rookie cards. I mean, what do you say about Babe Ruth and that the 1914 with the schedule, the one that just sold for $4 million? I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, we talked about that. For me, like I don't care what you call it, people are gonna want it. Like I really don't care if it's considered a rookie card or not.
Or pre-rookie, or whatever they want to call it.
Pre-rookie,
And it's
prospect.
a schedule. But yeah,
It's a schedule.
When you see a nice card, you want it. Not like the 1916 M101 Roof. I guess that's considered as rookie card per se.
Yeah.
But I don't. I just like the card. I mean, you love Roof, not that.
Yeah, I mean, I would like that card whether you call it a rookie card or not.
Right. Yeah. So the labels that we put on them. I mean, to me, like, is a 33 Gaudy Ruth? Is that a rookie card? No. I mean, because he came out like in 1916, but I still love those cards just as much as the older ones.
Yeah, we were talking about how if you're going to put modern day rules on pre-war cards, then basically, T206,
Right.
maybe Cracker Jack, 1933 Gaudy, 1941 Play Ball. Those are going to be all the rookie cards,
right?
And everything else is going to be an oddball,
right?
So
well, which Rick likes, because he's the oddball.
That's right. Yeah, I mean,
what are your thoughts, Rick?
I was the same way. I didn't. Well, go back to Bowman.
Mm-hmm.
When my mom was at, garage sales, all I saw was tops. I didn't see any Bowman. So I just collected Bowman cards. Tops cards. And I was a tops guy. And
yeah, it was all we could do was to get our hands on those, especially when you liked older cards like we did, and like trying to go back in time. I mean, they just weren't around that much.
They weren't around.
I don't think
West
I really
Coast,
saw
I didn't
them.
see any of them on the West Coast.
I remember buying a book. It was a checklist book. And it went back all the way to the 50s. And, so it had every player. I don't know if you guys remember, but that's when I really said, oh my gosh, like, look at all these sets and all these things that I never discovered. I didn't have any check marks by them, but I was intrigued with them. And that's how I even learned there were all those, issues.
Yeah, I love the tops, but I've always been drawn to the other stuff that wasn't tops that I didn't see all the time.
Yeah.
And when I was growing up, going to my flea market where I could find vintage cards, I saw a lot of Bowmans, especially the 52s and some 55s. I really didn't see any 54s, but a few 51s here and there. And I just loved them, man. Especially, I love the smaller size.
Yeah, I mean, I
absolutely loved that.
Appreciation for them.
They looked more vintage to me.
They certainly do, and some great. Yeah, and they use the same poses with a lot of the players and stuff. But
yeah,
they're just iconic.
So basically,
I love them all.
Petty doesn't care about a pre-war rookie card like we don't care.
That's why he doesn't have me on. Because I don't care about rookie cards. Not quite as bad as John. 3D, who has like some really strong opinions in there. But I certainly am not going to buy a rookie card just for sake, because if I don't like the card, I really don't care. The price has a lot to do with it. So how much do I like it versus the price?
Yeah, and I think that's what props up the pre-war rookie cards is the auction houses can really hype it. When you're selling a Babe Ruth rookie card, it's going to get a lot of hype. They're going to sell it for a lot more money. They're going to make a lot more money, and that's what it is.
Sure.
All right, so we're going to get into talking about some card sets, and we're going to start off with the 1921 Oxford Confectionery, which could never be a rookie card because they weren't widely distributed. They don't have RC logos on them. They were distributed from Oxford Confectionery out of Oxford, Pennsylvania. So, as with most pre-war cards, they were regional. And it's a 20-card set. They are not super common, and they are just gorgeous. And one of my favorite all-time cards is the Walter Johnson batting.
Yeah, I've seen that a few times, and I only have one myself. I've tried to get that, but they're really hard to find that nice as that one is right there. I mean, that's just a gorgeous card.
Yeah, man, I fell in love with this the first time I laid eyes on it. Here's a Rogers Hornsby.
I'm not real fond of the framing of these cards. Now that's a new SGC.
I actually love them. If you look at the Tris Speaker here, I mean, it's just like a photograph.
No, I don't like
A simple name at the
holder.
bottom.
I don't like the way PSA holders them, and I
Oh,
don't
oh,
like the
oh.
way SGC holders them.
Yeah, we should break them out of these tubes.
Well,
Let them
like
breathe.
for mine, I left mine in the holder, and I'll show you why.
What's interesting? Okay, so I'll just I just want to point out that these have very unique photos, and that's one of the things I absolutely love about this set.
Me too.
The photos are fantastic, and both the Burley Grimes here and the Walter Johnson, it shows them batting, which I love. I love pictures in batting poses.
And they're photos that you just don't see very often. Every one of the
No.
cards. I don't know where the hell they came from, actually.
Yeah, you do not see these photos on other baseball cards, which is one of the phenomenal things about the set. The Grover Cleveland Alexander is fantastic. He's like holding up here, pitching, with his hand in glove above his head.
I've seen that too, and I bid on them several times. I just can't really get myself. It's just either the quality of the card. So here's the only one I have.
Oh, the only one. Look at that. Baby.
It's the Bambino.
Yep.
If you can see, I think it's graded 1. Is that correct?
Yep.
So can you tell why that's a 1? Can you see the defect right in the picture there or no? Because the back is perfect. And these cards are generally chewed up. I mean, I saw a 1.5 of this that was just run through the ringer. But if you look right up above his right in this area here, like these are all clouds or people up in here. But there's like a big, like a paper loss. I mean, and it's a good size of a pinky, but you can't see it because it blends right in with the cloud.
Yeah.
And the rest of the card is centered and everything.
That's a good kind of 1.
This is a definite my appeal 1, and so, you see the way I like the old holder. See the way it was fairly tight.
Yeah.
In the holder. I thought about, am I going to get it into a new holder or something? But I mean, it's one of my all-time favorite cards. Really, it's the only one that I have, and I'd like to get more of them. They're beautiful.
Yeah, they're pretty scarce. Rick, do you have any of these?
I have the Cobb.
Wow, look at that.
Together, we have most of the set.
We do. That's a beautiful card too. Again, another post
you don't see them in high grade at all. I mean, literally. Everything is under a 5 in grade.
Now this Ruth, I've seen it. Just one of them sold. It was in a 5. It probably looked a little like this, but without that paper loss there. I mean, that goes for 50, 60 grand.
I mean, this is really. I mean, the paper quality on these is
they're
not very good.
They're
very thin stock.
And
that's how cards work. What's that?
Do we think they came with like a bar of chocolate, and then wrapped, or how? Was there a piece of chocolate on top or something? And
I think it was one per package. One per package.
So
I'm not sure how they were placed in the package.
Right.
What's interesting too is this company, Oxford Confectionery Company. Initially, 2 former Hershey employees started the company. George Bryce Williams, and of course Bryce Williams has cards in 1903, right? And those cards are kind of poor quality, also.
Right.
The big original big set, the 1903 Bryce Williams cards, right? That's the original company. And then they changed the name, I think, in 1907 to the Williams Caramel Company, which they have cards, right?
Yeah, right.
Williams Caramel card, which were poor, I mean, very hard to find.
So everybody just branched out.
And then became the Oxford Confectionery Company, I think around 1910. So they changed names.
Right.
Same location. And I think I read 1933, the company went belly up, Oxford Confectionery Company. And the building burned down, I read, 1947.
Jeez.
Yeah, but...
I'd like to know, how they came, though, to get them, either in a good condition or bad condition. Were they just thrown in I just picture them tied or right on the actual chocolate itself, not like they were in a plastic wrap that you would open the card up or anything like that, like what they used to with the Kellogg cereal, for instance. You'd
Yeah.
open that up and you'd get your card. They had it in a little plastic holder. You
They
kind of
usually
open
just put it right in with the products.
it. Yeah,
And,
that's what I think.
a lot of modern collectors who aren't familiar with the old pre-war cards, they view the cards from the lens of modern cards.
Mhm.
And as we're saying, these were not always the top quality, no refractors, no hard cardboard stock. Many of them were thin. And I've always appreciated them for what they are. That's the way they made them back then.
And I've never held one, outside of the plastic. I would love to get a hold of one of these. Even I don't even see them.
Crack that
Really
Babe Ruth out and hold it.
Yeah, let's get it going. If it wasn't such a beautiful holder, I would.
You can glue it right back together.
That's what they say.
But it's just interesting. All three of these issues, the Bryce Williams, the Williams, and the Oxford, poor quality stock, very thin. It wasn't like T206 cards. It seems like they just didn't spend a lot of money for these particular to make these cards.
And those at least had some protection too, because they were in a box, kind of, right, with the tobacco. Weren't they like pushed in, and they were, I don't know. I think they were just pushed in a box, right? And then you pulled the card out. The T206s, unlike maybe these were in a box too. I don't know. Really don't know.
I don't know how they were distributed.
And that's what I like about them, all in all, too. Not knowing something about an issue is kind of intriguing. We talked about last night. We talked about rare, iconic, and nostalgia, and we all, as a collector, we like all of that stuff. Really, we're all nostalgic, and we all like to collect iconic and rarer stuff. When you can get a hold of it, and then
the three cards I want in here is the Grover Cleveland Alexander, the George Sisler, and the
that one too. A bit on it,
and the Cy Williams. Aside from Ruth and Cobb, of course.
Yeah.
Rick, anything else you want to say about those before we move on to our next set?
Yeah, I'm going to send you some pictures that you can put on the screen after this. But I saw an ad: 144 baseball players for 34 cents. But there was only 20. There was only 20 in the checklist.
Yeah,
but it's 144 players for 34 cents.
So are they just going to give you doubles of everybody?
Yeah, I guess. But there's not that many out there. There's not that many out there. I think the pop on these is under 30 for most of, or all of them, for that matter, with PSA. So it's just kind of interesting that you don't see more of them out there.
Do you think they planned a bigger?
Yes.
Do you think they planned a larger set and then ended up not doing it?
This advertisement might have been for other companies to sell the Oxford Confectionery, like an advertisement to have other companies, stores buy their product. And so, hey, if you buy 144 of them for 34 cents, you can sell them to the customers wherever stores.
I see. Yeah.
So.
They say that these are lithographed too. I forgot to mention that. I saw that the other day, on the back.
What does that mean exactly? They don't look like any lithographs I've ever seen.
Isn't that a special printing method or something like that they do? I don't know. Now we have to look.
I wish we knew that question ahead of time. I could have researched.
I know. It's one of those things that I just read. Like when I pulled the card out last night, I kind of looked it over and read. I should have mentioned that, but
I'll have to ask Jason over at Everyday Card Collector.
That's right. Get him on.
That's who I go to for my printing questions.
Exactly.
All right, we're going to move on to the Colgan's Chips, one of my absolute favorite all-time sets.
I know.
These were issued. There were three different ones. You had the Stars of the Diamond, the Tin Tops, which are more rare, and the Red Border, which are way more rare. The Red Border and the Tin Tops, you could redeem them And that's probably why they're more rare. And these were issued between 1909 and 1913.
Do they say
Rick.
tin top on the back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
it's an
I thought
ad.
they were all the round ones were all.
It's
tin
an ad
top,
for the
no?
tin. It's an ad that says
It-
tin tops.
I get you. Okay, because the ones you don't see those very often.
No, you do not.
never.
Because I've been looking for them too, and I don't really. I've been looking to get like a Thai cob for my collection recently, and there's been a lot of them out there, more so than you'd want to imagine, because they are pretty rare. But all of a sudden, you're seeing them out there.
I love these. They are round, thin cards,
Yeah,
and they came in these tins.
right.
This
I know,
is
I've seen that.
the
Those are
mint
beautiful,
chips,
beautiful.
and Colgan's. Their slogan was the only round gum. And here's the violet chips.
Right.
So these are cool to have.
And it was just a
And
round piece of gum, like I wonder if it was a slab or if it was thin or how
Very
exactly
thin.
how.
yeah, I think they were thin.
Yeah. 10 of the 10 gums for 5 cents. So 10 of those were in a tin.
10 of the gums.
10
were in.
round gums.
And
And the player, I believe,
which
was
one
on
is
top.
this, John?
This is Thai cob.
Yeah, what back is this?
All the ones I have, I should have pointed out, are Stars
Yeah.
of the Diamond. I
Right,
actually
those are-
don't have any tin tops, and I don't have any of the red borders. Here's a Hannes Wagner.
Ooh, I like the way you have that.
I had this. These are so thin, so you can't damage them.
I love
flatten them.
the old lucite holder.
Yeah, I got this with one of the tins. Somebody had collected them both many moons ago. That's what they look like on the back. So you could tell the tin tops has wording that says tin tops. And I'm going to put an image up here to show you
that'll
the
be
three.
great. I like that.
But it's interesting. The other two were redemptions. You could redeem them. And the Stars of the Diamond, you couldn't. So I'm sure that's why the other two are more rare, more scarce. And then you have the Hannes Wagner square proof.
Yeah.
What they call a square proof. And these are a bit of a mystery.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. And you've got
do you have it with you?
I have it. I do have it with me.
Let's see that baby.
Yeah, that's a beautiful one. This is the highest graded example. I think there's only 3 or 4 of them out there in existence, and they are. And
I have Bush. I have Bush.
You have George Bush and blank back. You know, I read about it, and you see how that blank back, Rick, on yours, it had like a
it's off an album.
Like it came off something.
It came off an album.
Oh, an album. Okay, because there's a lot of them.
I read somewhere where like over 60 of these were in an auction house sold 60 of these square proofs, and all of them they're taken off an album.
So
yeah, I don't personally believe these are proofs. I believe they were a separate issue, and I think it's possible they may have been made to collect like stamps and put in an album. Mine also has what looks like a stamping kind of a back from an album.
Right.
And you often find these that way. Now, it's possible people just...
the one I have here, and there's absolutely, I mean, like it doesn't look like anything's even been removed. There is a little spot here, but I don't know if it's bleed through or something, but yeah, so they're really rare like that, I guess, to have. And I mean, look at that. I mean, it's just
that's beautiful.
You know, one of the things that I ended up getting when I got kind of like the booby prizes, and Rick helped me a lot on some of these Wagners and some of these things that I have. He said, "Yeah, those are pretty rare. You should, you know."
The one you have, that square proof's really rare.
Yeah,
we don't even know the checklist on that thing.
Right.
No, they are a total mystery, but I do believe they are a separate issue that just use the same images, which is often the case with pre-war.
They speculated on Net 54 because I mean that group is going to know more about it. That's where I've got any information or where you get as much information as you can. I mean, and this card's been passed around, so somebody on there owned that. And I think they said it could have been, they suspect it could have been a display piece where it was displayed,
yes,
around the gum tins and what like and then at some point somebody just took them off of there or something. And
Yeah, it could have been an advertising piece too that they were cut from,
right,
or
they
a
don't know.
poster and a poster in the stores that sold these.
And the Cy Young, did you just show that? Can you show that again?
Yeah.
I didn't get a good. I want to get a good look at that. Yeah. Again, look at this.
And if you
These are
look,
really
the name is different on the proof.
Yeah, the same thing with Wagner.
So if it's a proof, why is the
Pittsburgh.
name totally different?
It says Wagner, but Pittsburgh is spelled differently on.
Well, what I mean is that they're rounded on the side, the name and the team, and here it's underneath.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I mean, it's good. That's probably just neat the way they rounded the name, on those.
Joe Tinker.
Now that's not rounded, the name, or is it? I can't.
Well,
see
it's not rounded, but it's not on the bottom like the proof.
Yeah, but I mean, how they did the Cy Young, that was really good.
Yeah, because here's the Eddie Collins. That's rounded.
Mm-hmm.
It's rounded. This one's straight on. What do we have here? Deacon Philippi. Yeah, that Joe Tinker's a little unique.
These are.
Let me see if there's another one like that. Oh yeah, here's Red Ames. This was the first one I ever got many years ago, and I just always cherished it because, man, getting my hands on a Colgan chip back then was so exciting for me.
And look at the beautiful job they did of the holder on that one.
Yeah, so I had this reholdered.
Yeah, but look how they did it.
Yeah, and it's the only one like that. They stopped doing that because here's my Ty Cobb I had reholdered.
Right.
That's like 3 years ago at the National.
And that's not bad. I think.
Look at my Ty Cobb. It's at the bottom.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Now they do those. They do them a little better now.
Well, here's another Ty Cobb and a PSA. Right. I have two.
And those, so they're the same.
Yeah. So this one.
Issue.
This one was floating around like Rick's. That's why I took it to the National and had it redone. And I didn't want to send it through the mail, so I took it with me and had them reholder it. And I had them reholder my Tris speaker here because it had turned sideways in the holder.
Oh my God.
And I couldn't get it straight. Yeah.
Look at that.
I mean, when
look did they put this thing in? They put it in a regular card holder.
That means that the authentication or the grade is more important than the card. Because who the hell wants to have their cards looking like that?
They don't. I mean, it's sad. I mean, we're so anal about our centering and all of the way the card looks, and then that's one.
And then people don't care that much about how it floats around in the slab.
What it's like down there. It's like just a cluster F. They just throwing shit everywhere. They grab whatever they have. Oh, we're out of that. We're out of that size. We'll just take this and pull it off.
There's a Johnny Evers. I actually have a ton of these things.
You do. How many in the set? Did you mention that? Or do you know?
I did not mention. Rick knows, I'm sure. And
John, first off, does any of yours on the back? They're kind of rare. It's very bottom of the card or the disc. Say like 200 subjects or 208 subjects or anything like that. I think that was the original.
I never noticed that
checklist was 208. So stamped on the very bottom. On the back, no, okay. So I think the original checklist was 208, and then they ended up being on the first set, the 1909, 1911, the Stars of the Diamond. They ended up being, let's see here, 225 different players, 200 different minor leaguers, major leaguers.
That's a big set.
Louisville Colonels, the Atlanta Crackers teams, the Lincoln Rail Splitters.
So I love on the bottom back it says the gum that is round. I love that.
And then it seems like they updated the checklist. There's more than started with 208. If a player got traded or they changed it from one team to where he played on the next team. So it wasn't just one consistent set over those, between
And the
1909
Tin
and
Tops has a
1911.
different checklist, right? Because they have a Shoeless Joe Jackson I've seen.
Yeah, so that's the most common was the Stars of the Diamond, 1909, 1911. Then they came out with the E270-1 printed in 1912, and that's with a thin red border that you see that are kind of rare. They're definitely rare. Now it's 1912, and that's where there's 185 players in the checklist. You would send in 25 box tops. I think that's what it says on the back of the red border ones. 25 box tops. And you would get a free photo at 10 by 18 of the pennant winning team. So I've seen the photo. Leland's auction, when I Google searched it, sold a photo, 10 by 18 of the New York Giants, 1912 National League pennant winning team. So large photo. But what's interesting on the photo, on the very bottom, it says compliments of the Adams Tutti Frutti gum. Okay. But Adams was a chicle company, okay, that sold the gum. So at that particular time, in 1911, the Auto Sales Chocolate Company bought Colgan's chip in 1911.
Huh.
And you see on my box here, on my little tin, on the very bottom, it says Auto Sales Company. So in 1911, they purchased it.
Digestive. So what are you supposed to swallow?
And on the back of this one, my Violet, it has the Colgan Company. So in 1911, this company, Auto Sales Gum and Company, Chocolate Company, and what they were vending machines. They were basically vending machines all over the country. So what they manufactured.
Incredible.
And they bought the company.
Where did all the round gum go? We need round gum.
We need round gum.
It's just, I guess it's so hard to package. It takes up so much space that they just did away with it.
They turned it into a ball. It became round that way.
Yeah, it did.
And
so this is interesting, Rick.
Well,
my mint chip says a delicious digestive.
Yeah, that's what Rick said too.
And then, but the other one says, ensure a clean mouth and sweet breath, and then good digestive.
I mean, can you imagine? So they were swallowing that crap?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think they were swallowing it.
I don't digestive. What does that mean to you? Are you just supposed to suck the sugar out of it?
This guy, John Colgan, was a pharmacist, a pharmaceutical store owner. I think we all know about pharmaceuticals, right?
Mm-hmm.
In our younger years.
But it was one of those things that they were selling it. It was like a magic potion.
And so he was apparently, he came up with that. He's actually the inventor of the flavored long-lasting gum. Flavored long-lasting gum in like the late 1800s.
Right.
And then his big product was Colgan Toffee Tolu, Toleu, and it was a hit. He made like a potion, made the thing. He was known for making like cough syrup. Okay.
Well, can you imagine if they would have had the cocaines? Could you imagine if they had the cocaines in that gum, like they used to have? They used to put that into everything, didn't they?
It was in Coca-Cola. It was in certain products to help clear your nasal passages.
You mentioned, the cough medicine.
Yeah, so Franklin Roosevelt, to get off track here for 1 second, when he made his famous speech, it is speculated that he was on cocaine because that's what they would give you to clear your sinuses, and he was sick at the time he gave that speech.
Is that the one where I walk softly and I carry a big stick? No, that's it. No, it's not.
I think you're thinking of Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh, that's Teddy Roosevelt. That's the wrong Roosevelt.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Oh, that one.
That one.
So, John, your tin, one of them has the Auto Sales Gum and Chocolate Company on the back?
No.
Oh, yours doesn't.
I don't have that.
So 1911.
Those are reprints.
Yeah. So again, they were known for selling vending machines, and their biggest customer was the Chickle Company, like Chiclets, Dentine, and so forth, like that.
Mhm.
And then the Chickle Company, National Chickle Company, bought the auto sales chocolate company in 1914. So it's just interesting that that particular premium, that photo, had a National Chickle compliments of the manufacturer of Adams Tutti Frutti. It wasn't a Colgan item because then he actually retired in 1915, but I'm sorry, passed away in 1916, but he sold his company in 1911. So the auto sales company is one to deliver these photos because they owned the company at that time and used a Colgan's chip. I mean, sorry, the National Chickle Company to advertise their gum for that photo that they sent out to the customer.
Now, National Chickle Company, that's who made the Diamond Stars, right?
Yep.
Along with the National Chickle Premiums.
I think they owned everything back
in the 30s.
I think they bought.
Yeah.
I mean, they owned all the gum. They, basically at that time they ate up all the different small companies and chewed them up and spit them out. And
I think with these tins, I should probably get rid of them because PSA won't grade them.
They won't. It looks graded to me in that container you got right there, 2 for 1.
So you have the most common Stars of the Diamond, 1909, 1911.
Mm-hmm.
1912 was the red border on the edge.
Stars of the Diamond.
And then they had the 1912, 1913, which was the tin tops that John mentioned earlier. And those are painfully rare. And you'd also turn in 25 tin tops and you get that same photo. And then that checklist is the Joe Jackson and the Jim Thorpe. They're not in the other checklist, the earlier issues, but there's PSA has like 2.
Yeah, you will pay an absolute fortune for either of those.
For the Joe Jackson.
Right. Now, I got a piece here I wanted to show you guys. Another one that Rick wrote me into. This I've had a little bit over a year now, year and a half. And so it kind of goes with some of the same thing of this unknown candy issues and around the same time period. This is from 1910. It's a UNC 1910 candy, Wagner. And, there's not a lot known about these either. I think you mentioned Stars of the Diamond or something, but Dave Blue Jacket I think he has a Mathewson that's got the entire piece to it because that's like a baseball diamond attached to it. So it's much longer.
Oh, yeah. That's a great piece.
And so there's only 2 of these known. There's one red one, which I have, and there's a blue one. But other than that, I don't know if there's, I think those are like the only 2 in existence, and they're blank.
Now, Rick, do we know, are those off of candy boxes or notebooks?
I think they're. I should know this. I think
it might have been a toy or something, or a box.
Some of them were on notebooks, which would make sense.
I think it was a notebook.
That would make sense for the big diamond. That Christy Mathewson, I was looking to pick that up at one time. It's a beautiful piece.
Yeah, I don't.
But
Dave might want to sell it if he ever does. I'd like to hold my hands on that. That thing.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was on candy or notebooks or something else, but I do know they were on both. Like when you look at the 1910 orange border, like I have that tie cob, those came on candy boxes.
Mm-hmm.
But then Rick and I have a UNC, and that just stands for anybody that doesn't know, uncategorized or unclassified.
Didn't you lose a Hornsby in the mail? Not to touch a nerve or anything. I know you have one nerve, and
thanks for bringing that up.
Because I saw that beautiful card. I was actually looking for it that time at the show. Thought maybe somebody had it, but
that was a UNC
like
too.
Just disappeared. Yeah, it was a UNC Hornsby.
Yeah, and I mean it is so low pop that it will show up, and I'll know what it is. I mean, you just never see them.
Yeah, I never saw it, and I'm surprised you bought it, and then it never came. That's just a shit show going on.
But Rick and I, we have a Walter Johnson UNC, and those were off of notebooks.
Right.
So,
Interesting.
yeah. So
I think
we don't know a lot about those.
I think the Mathewson that Dave has is off a notebook. He's going to kill me because I should know it, but it's pretty big. I think it was off a notebook.
Tall because it's on the top, the diamond part, right? It's got like it's a diamond, and it's
I think it's off a notebook.
And then it's got the same card. It's much nicer presentation than just the card, you know, because is it really a card? It's just a cut piece of cardboard. I don't know, but I like it just because.
Isn't that what a card is?
What's that? Yeah.
Isn't that what a card is?
I guess. Its card can be a lot of things.
Let's get back to those proofs. Get back to those proofs, okay? So this is the one mysteries of the world. One thing I would like to find out is where those things came from. If a pre-war set, something that, if I can go back in time, who produced these things and who sold them and where'd they come from? Because it's just a mystery. I think they were printed basically after the initial Colgan's chips because of the checklist that has come up. One player, somebody in Net 54, came up with the player John Knight. And he played for Washington for 1 year, and that was 1912. And he's in that issue, Colgan's chip issue. I'm sorry, the square proof
issue.
So how is he in that 1912 we're talking? Okay, so these originally come out. Of course, these guys are all wrong. It says 1909 Colgan's chip. Okay.
Well, they try to pair it with
were they multiple years? But if they're multiple years started in 1909, there would be more of them out there. If somebody updated them for 9, 10, 11, and 12, 4 years of updating, you would think there would be more of them out there in existence. So some of them,
it's just been so long ago, everybody's gone.
Well, Rick, I always thought that they probably released the Stars of the Diamond first, and the other ones in subsequent years. That's what I always thought.
So let's say there's Bugs Raymond, okay, the drunk, you know, the guy that was like a Rube Wardell, you know, he was always drunk or whatever, and he retired in 1910. Okay, I believe 1910, okay, and actually died 1912, okay, but he's in the 10. He shows up for the New York Giants in the proof as a New York Giant, but by 1912 he's already passed away. So it might have been multiple years that these things were produced, but you'd think there would be more of them out there. If they were produced multiple years.
Yeah.
Then
do you think they like 200, even for the originals, let's say in the 10s, 208 players or people? I mean, that's an awful lot to just throw out there for 1 year, too. So maybe those, like, was there 208 in every segment with the red border and with the...
No. So the checklist changed. So initially it was 208 because some of the cards at the very bottom of the back said 208 subjects or 208 players.
Okay.
So that must have been the first release. But apparently that they updated these over the years. So if a player changed teams or whatever, they updated that particular player. Like, for instance, Harry Hooper, it was an error. They had him on the Nationals as he was playing in the American League, but he said Boston a National. So then they changed it Boston American.
So there's two of those out there then? There's one for each? I mean,
yeah, so the square proof shows the updated correct version.
Which implies it was later.
But so it's interesting how we just don't know, but it's just kind of interesting.
So
I'm thinking it was produced after the original Colgan's 1909.
So if you're into rabbit holes, this is your set
This is your say.
Down to-
I'm kind of thinking, this is my thinking,
yeah.
could be totally wrong, is they produced it somewhere around 1912 because of that John Knight, okay?
Mhm.
They updated some of them, whoever printed them. I mean, this is back in 1912.
Right.
They just printed what they had and updated some, kept the same, because you would see more of these cards, more of these proofs, or there'd be somewhere where we would know where they came from.
Well,
so I'm guessing they did it 1912 after the fact.
Well, I have an Addy Joss here. He was dead. He died right before 1912.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm thinking,
that wouldn't have been.
I'm thinking for the proofs. I'm saying for the proofs.
Only.
I don't know. And then
I mean, it's probable that everybody has the dates wrong because every week, every set we talk about, the dates are wrong.
Yeah,
yeah, that's funny. That's the one common
and all these
with every.
All these companies, like the Colgans, the Chickles, the different companies, they stole ideas from each other. There was lawsuits, galore back then for stealing things. So very easily could have been just someone printing out these things. Whoever printed them goes, hey, the Colgans has these round ones. I'm going to make square ones and see. I'm going to walk around different companies in Louisville, Kentucky, and see who wants to purchase these cards because I already printed them out. I'll make them square so they don't look like Colgan round things. Right. And Mickey Mouse Company here, store here. He, whatever, gave them, sold them.
Well, they would peddle these images, right? Throughout the years, they would peddle the same images to multiple companies. So that's probably what happened with those square proofs.
And I think we would know by now, one, if it was multiple years, where these actually some hit. So my guess is they were Mickey Mouse stores and this and that they were.
Rick, do you know where Colgan's Chips gum was sold? It was regional, I'm assuming.
Yeah, in the South, the Southwest. Yeah, they had about 50 employees. So in the South,
and distributed all over the United States. Or who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
That's interesting because the South at the time didn't have baseball teams. They had like minor league teams, right?
Yeah, so that's why minor leaguers are in the set, like the Louisville Colonels or like I said, the Rail Splitters or the Atlanta Crackers, and
we need
minor league players in.
Well, the tobacco issues make sense that they were distributed in the South because that's where the tobacco companies were. So like the T206 has the minor leaguers in there, so makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's an amazing subject. I've learned a lot already, I think. now I still don't know anything about it. We know what we don't know, but it's good talking about it.
All right, so the question is to Petty. He hasn't watched our episode with
Get Off My Lawn?
No, I haven't. Get Off My Lawn. Okay. Mm-hmm. So and we're not going to we differ on this. Can these chips, these cards, these chips, these discs be rookie cards?
Yeah. Can they? I don't know. I mean,
would you consider them rookie cards?
No. I mean, I certainly wouldn't consider that anything that has to do with the rookie card. But first, we don't know the date. I'm not saying what's the date or who's in it. Like Home Run Baker, it would be his rookie card. But is this actually considered a card? Would you consider this a card for being a rookie card? I don't consider even a postcard a card, but yet, like Tony says, it says postcard. It's a card.
John?
Is that a card? What do you think?
I agree with Petty.
I mean,
these are cards, dude.
Look at John that disagreed with me. He says they're cards. They can be considered rookie cards. They're discs. There's little round.
Those are discs.
So you're saying this is a Home Run Baker rookie card?
That's a supposedly a Home Run Baker rookie card. But it's not a card. It's a little disc.
Well, first of all, I don't really care if you want to call rookie cards in this set or not. Right. But I certainly consider these cards.
They're all rookies. And you think they're
just cards. Because they're round doesn't mean they're not a card.
I guess. And then it doesn't even
I
say
mean-
card on it.
I mean,
Postcard.
does a card have to be a rectangle? Because then all the square cards
No.
are ruled out.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a great question. I think in the end, I really don't care if I like.
Yeah, they're cool regardless.
They are. I like them anyway. But like the postcards, and you can argue about it till you're blue in the face. Is the home run derby a card?
There's one thing I can
No.
assure you that yeah, that's a good question.
It's an
They're going to have
advertising
one
thing. Is that a
inside the
card?
disc.
The one thing I can assure you
like that.
is I don't
That's
care
cool.
what people think are a rookie card, and I don't care what people think are a card. Like, I collect them anyway. And man, they look amazing spread out here with the tins.
Yeah, that's great.
They
And
look amazing. I'm going to have to take a picture of this
You
afterwards.
should. You definitely should, and lay them all down there like that, because it is pretty cool doing that.
I think we.
Oh, I
confused everyone.
love laying my sets out, or sometimes just multiple really cool cards. I take pictures and put them on Facebook and stuff.
You do.
Every time I'm playing with them and I'm looking and I'm like, oh man, this looks so amazing. Let me take a picture. And then I have to share it.
That's great. Well, we appreciate it.
Don't you do that, Petty? Don't you lay your
I
cards
do.
out?
Yeah, I like that. Like I fan them out, or I hold them up here, and I'll take a picture. I'll send them to people occasionally here and there. But
I did
don't
that with
share
my
them on
19.
I don't share them on social media so much, though.
Spread out your 1966 tops. I never noticed till I spread them out. They look like candy. Like the way the colors are, they have a unique look when they're spread out because they all have the different banner colors.
I've done that before, surprisingly, and I get the feeling that it reminds me of Christmas for some reason.
Yeah,
Like a package, or with the the stupid.
well,
the
I
way
could
they
see
are.
why those would appeal to children back in the day because they do. They remind me of candy for some reason. Just the way the colors come together, a real rainbow look, and they're just so amazing when they're spread out.
So there's apps for that now. I don't know how to use them, but
yeah. So hey, anything else on your mind before we wrap this up?
not for me. I just want to tell everybody to get off my lawn. I've been waiting to say that. Get off my lawn. I love the show you guys do. I wish you'd do it live, actually, but you do like a premiere with this or something, right? And you can
we do it. We
catch up.
Well, Rick and I are absolutely terrible about reading comments, and we get rolling. And so with the premiere, we can actually edit it and put up photos of what we're talking about, so people could see those.
And then you could put answer in the comments,
and we could both be on the comments talking as we go and answer everything.
Yeah, I usually catch the show at night. It's on my playlist, and I listen to it before I go to bed or whatever. It's like I love to hear you guys ramble.
That's what we do too.
I know. Well, that's what I like.
Many times we have more questions than answers, but it's fun to delve in and try to figure these things out
and speculate. Yeah, it really is, especially when you love the card so much, like we do.
Yeah. Petty, thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, man,
I appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me on, man. I really appreciate crashing your party. Love the show, and thanks again.
Rick, you want to give us your closing?
Yeah. This is Rick. Vintage oddball cards. Bye.
I got to go.